Hey everybody, welcome back to Craps University. Today we're going to talk about a strategy called the press and pull. Very straightforward. We're going to play the inside, 110 inside. If one of the numbers hit, we'll press it, say 6. We have 30 on there, we will press it up to 60. If it hits again, we will pull the bet down to our starting bet. No pass line for this. We'll expect everybody to be shooting. Now, you could play the pass line if you want to shoot if you're at a table. But that's it, pretty much in a nutshell. It's very core to pretty good bets here. I do think if you are getting ahead, you could buy the 4 and 10 if you'd like. Or you could play hard ways. But let's make sure you get all your bets paid off. We're looking to get that $110 back. So let's get into it. Let's get a number set and we'll walk through it. All right, 5. Point is 5. All right, we will play 110 inside. Pretty straightforward. We'll play the point as well. And there we go. We're looking for an inside number. And 8. Pretty easy. 30 pays 35. We will press that to 60. We'll rack that 5. And we're shooting. And 8 again. All right. So we know 60 pays 70. And then you'll tell the dealer that you want to regress back to the base bet, and there we go. 75. That is $100 right there that we rack up with our $5 that we racked earlier. That's 105. We basically have our bets paid off now. That's pretty good. All right, we're rolling. And 7 out. All right. Not bad. We're down $5. Everybody wants to keep pressing. I kind of like this strategy. It's not bad. All right, new shooter coming out, looking for a point. And 7, pay the line. We're not playing the line. And 5's the point. Same thing here. We will do 110 inside. Let's hope that we can get many hits. All right. And 11 yo. Nothing happening for us. And 10. 10 Big Ben. Looking for an inside number. That's a 9. Neener. All right. 25 pays 35. We'll press that up to 50. We will take that 10 and we will rack it up. And 9. 9 again. We're following suit. That pays 70. We'll ask the dealer to regress us back to the base. And that is 95, but we racked 5 or 10. That's 105. So we've basically got this paid off again. All right, looking for an inside. 4 the hard way. And 9. All right, let's press up to 50. Let's rack this. That's the 5 from the first roll. That's 5 for the second roll. So technically, we are totally even. And 10. Looking for an inside number. And 10 again. And 4. Hitting the outsides big time today. And 6. So 30 pays 35. We'll press it up. And 7 out. All right. We had pressure on 2 numbers when we 7'd out. Not bad. All right, new shooter. Here we go. 10. 10 the hard way. All right, there we go. 110 inside. Now you could do this with anything 110, 220. It's going to work the same. And 6. $30 pays 35. Press that up to 60. And 4. And 11 yo. Wasting our rolls. 3 craps. And 8. All right, here we go. 30 pays 35. Press it up to 60. Rack that 5. We're looking for 6 or 8. So there's our 6. There we go. And 60 pays 70. Tell the dealer to take us back down. And there's your $100 right there. We'll just rack that up. Looking for an 8. There's the 8. There she is. All right. 60 pays 70. I don't want to go to the bank. And we're going to take that down to the original bet. So there's our 100. We'll rack that up. All right. And 7 out. All right, let's do another roll. Coming out. And 7, pay the line. That's a winner. And 4. The point is 4. We're going to go 25 on the 5, 25 on the 9, and 7 out. All right. We're off. Our bankroll to start was $2,500. We're going to be a little bit down. Probably $10. $10 down. That's 2,000. We always start with 2,000 black, 400 green, and 100 red. We were down that. I'm going to put this back in and get the rack ready for next time. And not bad. I kind of like this little strategy. It's not swinging for the fences. It's very safe. It seems like. It's funny. I got a family member that's turning 18, and where they live, they can go to a casino. One of the casinos lets 18-year-olds in, and they want me to come out, and he wants to learn how to play craps. He was here and he saw the adults playing, and he wants to go to the casino and learn how to play. And I think a strategy like this would actually be really good. Kind of fun. You're getting the box numbers. He could play the pass line and learn about odds. We might, I'm not sure what we're going to do, but pretty good. Only being $10 down. So it's like a 2-cycle hit. When you hit a press number, that basically pays off all your bets. Not bad. Take away 5. If you press up, you get back 5 and 5, 10 and 10. But it's that second hit where you regress back down where you're really making a lot. So there's some variance to this. You can play variant A. That's 2 numbers, 6 and 8. That might have done us pretty good. Who knows? We did do good on the 9 on one of the rolls, but that's pretty safe. It's those are high frequency numbers. And then variant B, you could actually go across and go 160 across where you buy the 4 and 10. You're going to have, at the casino I play at, you pay the VIG up front, so that's 162 what you're laying out. But that might be good once you're up and you could afford to do that. I wouldn't recommend out of the gate because there's only 3 ways to roll a 4, 3 ways to roll a 10, although we rolled a lot of 10s and some 4s. But it's up to you. You don't have to play it exactly like this. There's variants out there. So this really centers on place bets. It's the cleanest path is off on the come out. If you're the shooter, you can play that $25 pass line. After that, your odds. Now, your odds, you could play a flat bet, maybe do 1x odds and then press your odds as you're winning up here. Whatever you want to do. You could go straight max odds if you want. I don't think we hit any numbers in this demo, so I'm a little leery about odds. I did an episode where we did max odds on everything. We were playing pass line and continuous come bets. Oh, we got smoked because we were playing those max odds, and we were having some bad rolls. We'd get 3 come numbers or come points established with max odds, and then we'd 0.7 out. So here's some common mistakes and some simple fixes. Pressing twice before you collect. This, you press one time, you then pull your number back down and you regress it to what you started at. That gives you about $100. That pays for the 110 inside, so it's very, very good. You could layer in some hard ways. On hard way bets, the EV on that's not that good. You're going to lose about $10, and I don't know the period of time, whatever time. That's how the casino looks at it. You look at the house edge is up around 10-11%. I think on the 4 and the 10, it might be even higher. Another common mistake is adding the 4 and 10 too early. Make sure that you're up $50 and then add those in. And then losing track. Craps is a game where there's a lot of action, a lot going on, arguments, people throwing chips all over the place. If you're not controlled and focused, you can definitely lose track of what's going on. So that's a big mistake. So 110 inside after the point. First hit on that number, press that number one time. The second hit on the same number, regress back to the base, and then rack all of that. Each 2-hit cycle on the inside banks you about $105. So really, 2 hits and you've got everything paid off. We had one roll where we hit a 6, pressed it, hit a 6, collected and regressed. But this would really work out well on a very hot table. Once a choppy table shows up and you know it's choppy, you might just want to do the 6 and 8, that same style. That's pretty safe. All right, the press and pull keeps decisions simple and profit steady. Press once to build, pull next to build your bankroll, and not the casino has a chance to take it. All right. If you've ever done this or you know any strategies similar to this, let's see it in the comments. I want to thank everybody for watching Craps University, and we'll see you at the field.